Hello everybody, welcome to Road America, Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. We're getting ready for round 9 of the Idemitsu Mazda MX-5 Cup presented by BF Goodrich. My name's John Hindhaugh and in the booth with me is Shea Adam. Now this is a NASCAR Xfinity and Cup weekend, and joining our field for the first time is NASCAR Cup and Truck and Xfinity driver Parker Kligerman.
So this was a really exciting opportunity to get to run MX-5 because this is a series I've watched for a long time. It's some of the most entertaining racing to watch. It's always 3 and 4 wide to finish or close photo finishes. And I always thought that'd be really fun. And Mazda came up to me and said, hey, you know, we're racing with NASCAR at Road America. Would you be interested? And I was like, hell yeah, sign me up. Like, why not? So it's been fun. It's been an adventure. Drafting has been intense. And, you know, I've had to use more Daytona and Talladega skills than I thought you would at Road America. But, you know, I'm looking forward to the race. Hopefully we can go out there and be in contention, and you know, qualifying up front is helping, but I hope to also just, you know, I know there's a lot on the line for a lot of these racers, so be respectful to them, but you know, also just go out and have fun, and I've accomplished that so far, and obviously have TV as well this weekend, so my schedule is super packed, so this is an insane couple days, but have fun with it.
It's great to see a guest driver from another series trying their hand in the Mazda MX-5 series. Let's see how he does as we're ready to go to green. From pole position, Connor Zilic for Hickson Motorsports tries to get things underway. It's a very even break with the 2x2 start running down to the very fast entry to turn 1 for these cars. Zilic in the white number 72. Matthew Dirk still in the replacement car actually from last weekend. He's not back in his usual Army Air Force colours, and Zilic has managed to just get onto the racing line there, down to the bottom of the hill at what is effectively turn 3, and he's pulled through Parker Kligerman into second place in the black number 75. Parker had not driven one of these cars before Thursday, spoke to him on Midweek Motorsport on Wednesday. Really looking forward to this. He knows he's got a target metaphorically all over him. He's the man who is the interloper here to the series. Down to turn 5 for the first time. Kligerman looking down the inside. Celine Roland in the light sort of creamy green coloured car tries to come round the outside as they head up the hill and under the bridge for the first time. And Kligerman is being pushed along. There's a spin down through the field. That's David Staub, I think, in the 36, the blue car. Not couldn't quite see through. Yes, it is the 36 car.
I think you're right.
And there was a red car involved in that little push and shove as well as they headed up towards the Chevrolet Bridge. So the leading group then just pulling away a little bit as they head down to Canada Corner. Time certain race, 40 minutes of it left. Roland down the inside into Canada Corner that takes the lead. Sounds simple for me to say it, but there's a big slide coming off Canada Corner from Celine Roland. He's managed to hold it as they go to Bill Mitchell Bend. The top 9 are having a heck of a scrap down the hill to turn 3. And still, Celine Roland leading. Here comes Gresham Wagner onto the back of that pack. Needs a result here, Shea, this weekend, Gresham.
Yeah, he does. He had a very rough weekend at Watkins Glen, but what a move from his former championship rival, Michael Carter, to make the pass for third. Going into turn number 1, he made it stick on Carniero. He's now up near the tail of that lead pack. He's going to be fighting for the lead here in a second.
Michael Carter pulls to the left, to the right. It is Connor Zilic as they go down into turn number 1. Then they all drop back onto the racing line and ride the curbing under the Arians Bridge. That effectively, that kick is turn 2, but it's flat out in these Masters. Down to turn 3, not really scrubbing off a lot of speed there either. Not really an overtaking spot now, turn 3. Side by side, Carter and Kligerman now through turn number 5 and onto what I think will be a flat out turn. Through turn 6, excuse me, through turn 7. I think that might be flat out in these cars.
It looks like Connor Zilic is going to make a move on his teammate Celine Roland.
Didn't really defend there, Celine. Bit of hand signal going on here from Celine Roland saying, right, we've lost touch with the leader here. Now come on, Parker. I know you're a global superstar. I know you pick up a mic for NBC, but you've got to work with me here if we're going to get back to the front. Going down into turn 9 as at the front, a little caught break there for Parker Kligerman. The right front, BF Goodrich locked up for a moment, and Fastnacht has gone through, leading by half a second, and it's side by side. Roland and Michael Carter in behind there, Gresham Wagner. Oh, down the outside into turn 5, surely Celine's not going to get that pulled back, and he doesn't, has to go off the track and lose his second position. Racing it off has got part of Kligerman. Kligerman's had a big one. Kligerman is off in the Thunder Bunny racing car. Now, did he get a touch there? Needs to get down through the gearbox. I thought he's going to dig himself in. This will be a safety car. He bounced out of the wall, but can't quite get it going. He's just going to dig himself in, and the guest driver does what the guest driver never wants to do. Side-by-side contact, I think, here, as they were coming up to the top of the hill. Down the inside, Aiden Fastnack. That was a fairly stout hip and shoulder from Fastnack. Really good half save from Parker Kligerman as he came through, and it looked like he was going to save it, and then the car did what's known in the trade as a tank slapper, swapped the other way. Now, if he could have got it into first straight away down through that box, he might have been able to pull out the gravel, but that is a very hard thing to do whilst you're spinning. Connor Zilic, number 72, Hickson Motorsport machine, will take them to the red flag. There's a little bit of packing up behind. I reckon he'll hold off and not accelerate until he's over the top of the hill. Here he comes now, and now he gets on the throttle. That's exactly what he's done, and there was a little bit of concertina effect at the back of the group there. Hope nobody got rear-ended. Easy thing to happen. Zilic then on the pit wall side of the long front straight. Here comes the red car in second. That's Michael Carter. He gets onto the racing line. He'll try the old over and under, and still that bumper is flashing around behind Bruno Cagnero in 7th position. Fastnack is right in there now in the top 6. Down towards turn 5, Celine Roland tries the outside move. He's tried that again and went very wide. He goes wide again, but he's almost into second. Atanasio goes wide, and also behind him,
Max Opalski.
Was it Max? Yes.
Tyler Gonzalez's car.
Yeah, absolutely right. And now it's a grassy moment for Celine Roland. He got a bit of a hip check. Here comes Fastnack. He's on the grass, round the Hurry Downs, down towards turn 8. And he'll have to lose a couple of positions. So it is 1 lap of 4 miles to decide the first race of 2 this weekend here at Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, and America's National Park of Speed. Joey Atanasio's pulled out the line. He's on the outside, coming down into turn 1, but the leaders go through. Big sideways moment for Piscatel. And a fabulous piece of avoidance by Aaron Johnson, who has to try and pick his way through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide, going down into turn number 3, and Chris Nunes in the car with the pink front was on the grass for a moment. This is great news for Connor Zilic, the man who qualified on pole with a new qualifying record, has pulled out half a car's length from Michael Carter and Gresham Wagner, and Celine Roland is still in there as well. Here comes the battle for the lead down to turn 5. The outside pass hasn't really worked, and it's Wagner going down the inside of Carter this time. The 2 cars side by side are for second and third. Wagner in the red-white car gets back into second. Check that, Carter in the red-white car gets back to second. My goodness, that's tight. Roland on the grass again in the lighter colour of the car, and Fastnack's still in this. He might get a finger wagging at the end of this from the clerk of the course. And now, the drag up the line. 45 minutes ago, I told you that the draft is strong here. Let's see who pulls out. Fastnack pulls out really, really early, going for a spot on the podium at the line. The checkered flag is out. The VP Racing Fuel checkered flag is out. And at the line, it is Zilic who takes it from Michael Carter. And in 3rd place, it is Gresham Wagner, just ahead of Fastnack and Roland. Well, it's a rookie that's led home a very experienced field here at Road America, and it's his first time to victory lane. Let's hear from today's winner, Connor Zilic.
I was nervous with that late race restart. 1 lap to go on a restart's never fun leading at this big track with all the draft, but I kept my wits about me and just stayed out front and did everything I could. I got lucky with Gresham pushing me on the back straightaway, but I was able to capitalize on the win and take my first career win, which is super special to me.
From pole position to the top step of the podium for the first time, congratulations on an outstanding run for Hickson Motorsports. Connor Zilic, well done to the whole of the number 72 team. Here's how it looks after the weekend. Jared Thomas leads the point standings with 26.90. Gresham Wagner in striking distance in second. And after a great performance, Zilic jumps into the top 5 ahead of his teammate and veteran Celine Roland. Just 5 points between them. Rounding up the top 5, Joey Atanasio 515 points back. Now, rounds 11 and 12 for the Idemitsu MX-5 Cup drivers will be at Virginia International Raceway. Join Shea Adam and me, John Hindle, for that on August the 27th and 28th.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of the International Motorsports Association. We would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.